Welcome to A's Linguistics. This channel is about all things linguistic. So let's see what we've got today. In the last video, we talked about borrowing, loan words, and loan translation. So when two languages come into contact with each other, they could lend each other words, or they could influence each other cognitively in the sense the other language might loan translate certain phrases or expressions. So that would be loan translation without actually borrowing the words. But sometimes things are not that straightforward. The word hot dog in English and the way it has been loan translated into Spanish is in perro caliente. So perro caliente literally means perro, and perro means dog, and caliente means hot. It's perro caliente and not caliente perro because that follows the grammar of Spanish. Of course, this is only used in particular varieties of Spanish, probably Spanish. But if you go to Mexico, you would see the word hot dog pronounced probably as hot dog. So here you have a direct borrowing that has been adapted into the phonology of Spanish, Mexican Spanish. But there is a regional variety of hot dog in Mexico. They say dogo. So in this case, so the word has been borrowed, but it has been morphologically adapted into Spanish in the sense that the O has been added to mark the masculine noun el dogo, un dogo. The word beer has been borrowed into Japanese. So this is an example of borrowing. Beer has become biro. So in this case, the word beer has been borrowed directly, but it has been influenced by the phonology, or you could even say morphology of Japanese. It's a direct borrowing. For example, the word Pokemon in Japanese is made up of poke, coming from pocket, and mon, coming from monster. Instead of saying pocket monster, in English you could clip the words and say Pokemon. But English speakers have not done that. Japanese speakers have done that. So the word cell phone or mobile phone in German is called handy. Hand is an English word, Y-E, in the pronounced as E, like IC, is an English suffix, and they have been put together. In this case, you don't even have clipping, and you have created the word handy. This is a case of what we call pseudo-Anglicism, or it is also referred to as false Anglicism or pseudo-English. So this was we had examples of pseudo-English, but you have examples of any pseudo whatever language. You could say that there is pseudo-Spanish in English. For example, you may hear the word no problemo in English, but the word for problem in Spanish is not problemo, it's problema. And then usually they don't say no problema, they say no hay problema. But in English, when they say no problemo, the whole thing is pseudo-Spanish. Thanks for your time and attention, and see you again soon.